Hi friends, Miss Ellen here with Lighthearted Learning. I hope you're doing well. Today I have a special story for you. It's called In My Life. And it was written, the original song was written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney, who are members of the Beatles. And the illustrations are by Genevieve Santo. In this story, we're going to go through and show 3 generations of women in one family. We're going to start out with a little girl, and she's going to receive a bike that's going to help her go through her life. She's going to be riding it in special moments, you'll see as we go. And then it's her mother. Her mother's with her, and she's going to talk about how important that mother and is going to be in her life. And then it's going to show her going through many events in her life, and eventually she's growing up. And at the end, it's going to show her, she goes to the university. It's going to show her now with her daughter. And then she's going to go back and visit her mother, who's now a grandmother. And then here's the girl that was a little girl at the beginning, and now she has her own little girl. So that's 3 generations in one family, a grandmother, a mother, and a little girl. 3 generations, see? And oh, look at another new bike. I wonder who that's going to be for. And it sort of starts all over again. So let's talk about that word generation. Generation, 4-syllable word, and it's a noun. And what it means is all of the people born and living at about the same time. Like the same time frame, okay? And it can also be described as the average period generally considered to be about 20 to 30 years, during which children are born and grow up, become adults, and begin to have their children, which is exactly what happens in this book. There's a little girl, and she grows up, and she has her own child, all right? So it shows the 3 generations. And in the United States of America, we even have names for some of the generations. So I was looking this up on Wikipedia, and I found this nice graph that showed different generations of time and what the names, they even name generations of people. So the people that are mainly listening, probably my young friends that are listening to this video, if you were born in 2010 all the way up to the mid-2020s, this present generation is called Generation Alpha. So you are a member, if you're listening, young friend, of Generation Alpha. My son is in this generation. He's a Zoomer, or Generation Z. And Miss Ellen is a baby boomer, the me generation. I'm in this generation. See, I'm a lot older. So these are the different generations that I found on Wikipedia. Isn't that interesting, boys and girls? All right, so let's see about this girl and her life as she's moving through her life and the special relationship she has with her mother. Okay, so here she is at the beginning of the story as a little girl, and she has received a bike. That's a big deal. So here she is. There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better, some have gone, and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living in my life. I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll never stop and think about them in my life. I'll love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll not often stop and think about them in my life. I'll love you more in my life. I'll love you more. There she goes on her new bike, off to see the world and have her own adventures. Did you see the 3 generations of women, boys and girls? The grandmother now, and then the mother and the little girl. That's 3 generations of women in one family. Cool. You think about your family and the generations of people in them. Do you know 3 generations of people in your family? Maybe you even have a great grandparent. So you might have 4 generations of people living in your family still. That's pretty cool, boys and girls. Think about the special relationships in your family, and you go have good memories.